powerful story.
But you know, JR, he cannot be too anxious. I mean, the crowd's going bananas. You would think that his first match here in AEW, he would be willing just to jump in. I think he's doing a great job by just being really calm and let the moment sink in first.
If I know one thing about Bryan Danielson, if the fans watching around the world know one thing about Bryan Danielson, it is that he is perhaps the smartest, the most intelligent professional wrestler in the entire world. He knows that he's got to pace himself, and we're off to the races.
Hard collar elbow tie-up, and they mean business now.
Fans pop when they lock up.
Omega, perhaps with a clean break.
No. Should have known better.
And that is not going to faze Bryan Danielson. Both of these men have competed on some of the biggest stages in pro wrestling's past, but right now, the eyes of the world are on New York City. The eyes of the world are on Dynamite Grand Slam.
Don Callis at ringside. Normally in an Omega match, he's here with us.
Yeah, well, we lucked out on that one. How about this kick from the American Dragon?
Well, the importance of this match, Tony, is the fact that Callis needs to be there with his man.
Of course he does.
And that middle kick by the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, dropped Omega.
Danielson's got great kicks. Very effective. He's very strong in his lower body.
Yeah, you can see it.
And he's forcing Omega down to the mat. We saw a few weeks ago in Cincinnati when Danielson locked in that label lock, Kenny Omega was tapping instantly. That is the danger of the submission wrestling style that Bryan Danielson possesses.
Oh,
there you go.
There's a receipt for you. That was a hard shot there, to say the very least. Omega trying to walk it off.
A hard shot across the unprotected abdomen of Kenny Omega. Bryan Danielson maybe looking to test the conditioning, to test the breathing of Kenny Omega. Nice side headlock taken by Kenny Omega, but Danielson immediately backing his opponent into the rope, sends him off. Shoulder tackle. Omega, with the weight and size advantage, drops Danielson to the mat.
That's a good point, Excalibur. That weight and size advantage may come into play big time before this is all said and done.
Wow.
Now Omega's showing off a little bit. Hard knife edge chop.
Not only showing off, JR, but trying to show up Danielson.
Danielson was looking for the monkey flip from the mat. Omega, instead of leaping over, cartwheeled out and came in with that running chop that dropped the American Dragon to one knee.
Omega's got very heavy hands. As you can see, the DNA left on the chest of Bryan Danielson.
Got to be very cautious here when you get up close with Kenny. Don't think it's going to be your old
Greco-Roman knuckle lock?
Yes, I was going to say Greco knuckle lock. Don't think it's going to be that. It may end up being something else.
Omega, and there we see, has the leverage. Danielson identifies it, rolls through, maintains control of that left hand of Kenny Omega. And bending the fingers back. But you can see as he has the grip on the elbow, he's putting even more pressure on. And the hand of Omega trapped against the canvas.
Man.
That can break a hand, snap a wrist.
Omega sent into the corner. Danielson once again isolating that left arm of Omega and fires in a massive chop.